Hello, welcome to Architectural World. Today we're going to be learning how to model a 3D building plan from the ground floor plan down to the elevation using Archicad 2022. Let me zoom it up so you can see it very well. We're going to be using Archicad 2022. We're going to be using Archicad 2022 and Artlantis Studio 5. This is what we're going to be working on today. Yeah, you can see it very well from the home page. This is what I'm going to design. We're going to design it from Archicad, then we export to Artlantis for rendering. You can see there's a back view, there's a front view, there's a front/right side view. Okay, then let me take you to the floor plan. This is the floor plan. This is what we want to design. You can see this is the plan. This is what we're going to design. There's the building that comes up with this. So I'm going to take it step by step so you understand it very well. So first thing we need to do is to launch our Archicad 2022. You launch your Archicad 2022. Even if it is 18 you have, if you have Archicad 18, fine. If you have Archicad 16, it's still good. But I'm going to be using Archicad 2022. So you launch it. Once you launch, it's coming up. I'm going to exercise patience due to my system speed. Okay. Yep. Okay, you come to create a new project. Create a new project. You see this last profile is because I already have a setting in my working environment. I already have a setting. So since you don't have a set, let me assume you're using a new working environment. So yours is going to be default profile. So you click new. So it's going to take you to the home page. I'm going to take you to the home page. It's loading. Allow it to load. Yep, almost. Okay, so the working unit is setting. You can see there's the place where you can create anything you want to create. So there's the sheet. So you know I set it to default, and I guess yours will still be default since yours is new software. So first you need to go to these options. You go to work environment. You click work environment. You can see it very well. Okay. No, you don't really need to touch this. You go to options. You come down to work preface. Yeah, work unit. You see, this is where you go to work preface, work units. You come to work unit. You can see everything is within millimeters. This millimeters, then this decimal. Everything here is okay. This millimeters. So you don't need to touch anything from this side. You are good with this. So the first thing you need to do, you go to your 3D view. Okay, this is a 3D view, and if you see from this layout down to this layer is the DPC. It's called DPC abbreviation. The full meaning is damp proof course. That's the spot. So we'll go down to this place. You click this home icon. You can see it very well from your right hand side. You click the home icon. You left click your console. You go to story settings. Then this ground floor. So let's assume the height of a block is 2 to 5. Height of a block is 2 to 5. That's 225 millimeter. That's the height of a block. So let's say we are using 3. We're using 3, or let's say 5 cos. So that's like 225 times 5. So let's go for 1350 millimeter. There's the height of the DPC. 1350 millimeter. So the height of a building is 3.1. The final height of a building is 3.1. So we'll add 1 to this. So we're not going to use this level 2 because we're not doing a story building. We're just designing a bungalow. So you can either delete it or you leave it. You can see it. This is the ground floor. From the ground floor you get the elevation. So you're only working with 2 floors. So sometimes you can delete or you can leave it. So this bit done, delete anyways. You can see we now have 2 story here. We have the ground floor and we have the 1 story. So I'll click the ground floor because that's where I'm working on right now. Then the next thing I'll go to this wall icon. You can see we have a wall icon here, wall 2. I'll click it. Then I'll come down to this settings dialog. Sometimes you can easily press Ctrl plus T, or you just use the mouse or the console. You go to the setting dialog, you click it. This setting dialog is where you choose the thickness of the block. Since we're building a bungalow, our block thickness is 150 millimeters. So I'm going to click this. The moment I click this, it's going to enable me to edit this wall thickness. You can see this wall thickness. So I will change this to 150 millimeter. Then sometimes you might decide to change this, but it's not really necessary. It's not necessary. So I'll come down to model. You can see it very well. This model already the top offset to top link story is 0. Then this is 1350 wall height. That's the height from the ground. Then this offset to 0. This from the bottom. As time goes on, you're going to know how to make use of all those places. And we're working currently on ground floor. You can see it very well, ground floor. So I'll come to modeling. Modeling is a place where you choose the colors, the layouts. Maybe you want to use tiles or bricks. Like my design here now, let me see what I have. I have bricks, so I'm using bricks. You can see it very well, I'm using bricks. Or you can use tiles, but I'm using bricks. So let's say I'll click this, I'll click this, I'll click this. This is outside face. This is the part where people see. So I'll go to bricks. I'll choose any of the bricks. I always like using Flemish bond. Then the inside, this is the edge. The edge, since the whole ground, the whole DPC is having the same colors, let's say the same materials. I'm not changing the wall ties, I'm not changing the bricks, I'm not changing the color. There's no varieties of color. Since everything is going to be on the same color, I'll just click this anchor. You can see link surface. I'll just click it and everything will be the same. But a situation whereby I want some place to have different colors, I will unclick this and select the color one after the other. So right now I really don't need it. I want everything to be one color, so I'm going to click this link surface. Then I'll click OK. So this is done. My working unit now is done. So I'll go to my PDF file. Okay, let me choose what I want. This is 9.050. That's the width of the building. So I'll create a wall here. I'll click the console. I'll just drag. You click the console. You make sure it's on a straight line. Make sure it's on a straight line. I'll drag it. Okay. Let me apply my grid, so it's gonna be cool. Then I'll come down this way. I'll click. Okay. So I really don't need this wall anymore right now. You can see this cursor. There's a plus sign here. There is a plus sign, so I don't need it anymore. So what I will do, I'll press ESC in my keyboard. That's escape. I'll press it in my system, so in my keyboard. So which means this sign is no longer active. Nothing is active. I just want to copy these walls to do what I want. I just want to copy these walls. So what we are looking for is 9.050 millimeters. So I'll come down here. I'll right click this wall. I'll press Ctrl D. Then once you press Ctrl D, it means move. Now I want to move a copy. So after you press the Ctrl D, you press the Ctrl again. It's going to give you a plus sign. This is like you want to copy the wall. So let's assume you don't want to use the Ctrl D method. Let me press my escape. Escape is to cancel whatever you're doing. So I'm going to use my normal. I'll right click, then I'll left click, then I'll come down to move. There you can see drag a copy. It still has the same thing as having the plus sign, but all these are long processes, so I like using the short keys. So I'm going to put this. I'll click this. I'll make sure it's on a straight line. So sometimes you can zoom it very well to make sure it's running on a straight line. You can see it very well. It's not like, you see the line is bent, and which means the wall is not on a straight wall. So make sure it's on a straight line before you release. So the moment I click, I'm looking for 9.050 millimeter. So I'm going to add my block wall of 150 millimeter. Don't forget to always add the block wall. So now let's say 9.050 plus 150. So that is going to be 9.2. That's 9,200. I'll press enter. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'll press my escape, then I'll come down to design. I'll click the design to minimize. I'll go to document. I'll click my line. Then let me see the add to art of those wall. I'll click this angle. Okay, I'll come down to this place. You see I have 9 350 here. So let me see where the error is coming from that is not corresponding. Let me see where it's coming from. You can see here I'm having 9.05 final wall, 9.05. So I'm going to come back to this place. A situation whereby you're having a challenge like this, you just click this wall, you delete, you take the line tools, you click this particular line, this geometric method, you click it, I come down to this anchor, I click, I put the dimension of what I want. I'm looking for 9050. I'll click enter, then you can see I'll create a wall here, then I click OK. So all I just need to do right now is copy this wall. Don't forget, you right click, you press your Control D and Control again to get a plus sign. Then I'm gonna move this wall. I'll move this wall down to this wall. So which means I have to delete this because I really don't need it anymore. So let me cross check if I'm within my dimension. Okay, correct. You can see I now have 9050. So what I need right now, this one is no longer needed. Neither do I need this, not this and this. So what I would do, I'll just put my hand on Control. You just put your hand on the Control button, then you move. You see the scissor sign has appeared. So you right click. It means cut. You're cutting the unwanted walls. I really don't want this too, so I'll just cut this. You put your hand on Control, the scissor key is gonna appear, then you right click, it's gonna cut. So I have this now. Let me go to my file. Okay, so now let's look for this dimension. This is 10.700. okay, 10.700. I'll use the same method to get it very well. I'll come down to this place, I'll click here. Now I'm working on the side. I'll make sure it's on a straight line, 10.700. okay, I'll click enter. This is where 10.700 ends. You can see it very well. Okay, I'll create it here. I'll press my escape again to on command. So I'm going to do the same thing, copy. I'm going to copy this wall. I'll move this wall here. Okay, so now I'm going to click this line, then I'll delete, then I'm going to cut this and cut this. So this is what I want. Let me centralize it. Let me move it to the center so my design is going to make sense a little. Okay, if you want to move it, just press your light. Oh sorry, let me go back to how it was. Okay, so I want to move this to the center, so I'm going to bring my cursor here, then I'll right click. You can see there's a sign there. I'll right click, then I'm going to drag. That's a light. Then I'll press Ctrl D, then I'll click anywhere and place it wherever I want, just like this. So let's see it in 3D. Let's see this one in 3D. You can see we already have a 3D here, so you just go to 3D and you click. Shall you see? Okay, you come down to this place. You can see this orbit. Orbit is like a form of you rotating the diagram. You want to rotate it to the angle you like. You're going to use orbit. So I'll click orbit. Then I can be able to rotate. You can see it very well. I can be able to rotate it very well. So this is the structure. This is a structure. So let's go back to our ground floor plan. I'll come here. I'll click this. Then let's continue. Okay. So where are we going to start from? Let's start from this. From this wall to this wall, into in of this bedroom. We're going to start from this bedroom. Into in of this bedroom is 4.1 meter. So we're going to come here. 4.1 meter. Okay, we copy. Don't forget you Ctrl D, Ctrl. Then you add the block wall. 4.1 meter plus 150. That's 4250. Okay, let's see. 4250 into in 4250. You can see we now have 4.1 because the block wall is already there. This is the block wall. This is the block wall, and the thickness is 150. Always add your block wall thickness, so you're going to have accurate dimension. Okay, this is done. Then let's go to the next wall. We have here, what do we have here? This is like a 2 dimension. The leftover is for the main lodge, so we really don't need to differentiate it. So let's go for this bedroom. Let's go for this bedroom. This bedroom is 2.950, so we're going to add our block wall. 50 already is 3 meter. That's 3.1 meter. So we'll come down to our card. We'll come down. Okay, what we're looking for? Okay, we're looking for 3.1 meter. We'll come down to this wall. We'll copy it the same way. 3.1 meter, 3.1 meter. Okay, Fine. We'll go back. We now have this wall. So let's look for this wall. This is 2.660, and we have we have a block wall of 150 to add to this. Or better still, let's leave that aside first if you don't want to do the plus. Now, okay, let's just do it. 2.660. If you add 150 to this, it's going to be 2.760, because here already is here is 60. You add 100, that's 700. Then you add 50 to this, that's 800. 810, that's going to be 2.810. That's what we're going to have there, including the block wall. So we'll come down to this place, we'll copy it again, the same method. You copy 2.810. Okay, you have this. Now we have this is the first line, there's the second line, and there's the third line. So what we need now is this. We need this line, I guess. Yeah, let's look for this line. For you not to get lost, I'll prefer we solve the whole of this part before coming to this part. So let's find this 3 meter. From this wall to this wall into in is 3 meter. That's 3,000. 3,000 is 3 meter. This 0.150 you see here is the block wall. So we're going to look for this 3 meter. Let's go to 3 meter. We click here. Okay, I think so. Is there any blockage there? Okay. We can't take it from here. Let's walk it from this side, because if you check very well, this is not a straight wall with this. So which means this dimension here is reading from here. So by the time we walk it from here, we're going to lose this. So let's start from here. This 2.7 meter. Let's go 2.7 meter. We start from here. Okay, 2.7. Adding your block was going to be 2.850. So you copy the same method. You drag. You put your 2.850. Okay. One room at. Let's look for the next wall. What's the next wall? Toilet 1.2 meter. The next one is 1.2 meter. You add your block wall 1.2 plus 150. That's going to give us 1350 meter. 1350. Okay. Then what's the next wall? Let's check the next wall. The next one is 2.6. You can see it very well. 2.6. Okay. You copy the same process. You just press your Ctrl D, then Ctrl. It's going to give you the plus sign. 2.6 plus 150. That's 2.750. 2.750. Okay. So what do we have next? 2.750. Okay. Now we have 3 meter. We have 3 meter left. So copy these. 3 meter plus 150. That's 3.150. 3.150. Okay. So we have this wall complete. So we're going to delete this, I guess. Let's bring this back. Let's check what we're deleting now. We're going to delete this wall is running straight. This particular wall is going to run straight to this bedroom 2 walls. So we're going to delete some walls here. We'll come down to this place. We'll delete this. You put your hand on control, the sign will show you. Right click, that's delete. Okay, then here we're going to delete this. Then we're going to delete this. Then we're going to delete this and this and this, because it's no longer necessary. So we'll come down to this wall. What do we need here? Okay, we still have to delete some walls like this. This is going down, this is going down. Okay, I think so. Let's check again. What else is going down? This is okay, this is okay. We now have this. Let's check. Okay, we have the room 1, room 2, we have the toilet, we have the bedroom. Okay, we have the bedroom. Here. Okay, so that's perfect for that. That's perfect. So let's bring this up. From where are we going to start from? Okay, let's start from here. This is 900. So we'll come down to this place. We're going to create this wall. This is 900. We'll copy this 900. We had our block wall. That's 1050. Okay, so let's look for this wall again. We have a wall of 2 988. Let's just approximate this wall to be 3 meter personal. So let's do this wall to be 3 meters. So we'll click this place. Okay, we'll copy this. We just give this 3 meter. Is okay. Okay, this 3 meter. We don't need that one. Okay, oh sorry, let me show you what I just did. You see, I already got my 3 meter, and this 3 meter, I only need this part. I don't need this part. I need this part. So I'll just cut. I'll put mine on control, then I'll right click this cut. Then this leftover, I'll just press my backspace or you delete. So I don't need it. And here, I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. So I'm gonna cut. Let me show you what I just did. Let's go to our elevation. This is what I'm working on right now. Let me use the other side. Okay, yeah, this, you can see this angle, this sharp angle is from this room to this part. This is what I just did. Now let me show you. You can see this is sharp angle. Let me take you to the 3D view so you see it very well. You can see it. This is sharp angle. This is what I just did. Okay, let's go back to our ground floor. Okay, so we'll come down here. From here, from this wall to this wall is 3.2 meter. So we're going to add our block wall. We'll take this down. We'll click this. We'll copy, then drag a copy. 3.2 plus 150, that's 3350. 3350. Okay, then we'll check the next wall. The next one is 2.6. 2.6. Let's first. 2.6. We'll copy this. That's adding our block wall is going to be 2750. Okay, 2750. We'll take this down because we don't need it. Let's go back. What do we need here? 1550. That's a kitchen. 1.550. So we had our thickness. That's 1.6. 1.7. Here's going to be 1.7. Take it to be 1.7. 1.7. Okay. So what do we have left? This is 1625. It's for the balcony. 1625. Let's check something in that balcony. 1625. Okay, not bad. So now we have these. We have these. So we are looking for this wall. We're looking for this wall. Okay, looking for this wall. So this 3650. 365. There's a wall here. 3650. 3650. So we're gonna copy. Control, right click, then Control D, then you come back to control. It's going to give you a plus sign. You click, right click, then you move. That's 3. What are we looking for? Let's check again. We're looking for 3650. Okay, 3650. Let's add our block wall. That should be 3650, 3750, 38. That's 3800. 3800. Okay, that's 3800. We don't need it here, so we're gonna cut here, then remove this. We just need it here. This year we just need it. This year we just need it. You can see it very well. 3650. Okay, so now what do we need? We just have this wall. This one is going to form itself, so we don't need to stress ourselves on this. This is going to form itself. So let's look for this toilet. Once we get this toilet, this one is going to form itself. So this toilet is 1.8. So let's go for this toilet. 1.8 starting from this wall. 1.8. Adding our block wall is going to be 1950. 1950. Okay, that's the toilet. So this wall is not necessary. This wall is not necessary. We delete this. Okay, so what do we have for the kitchen? Let's see. The kitchen is 1685. 1685. 1685. So adding our block wall to this is going to be 1785. Then adding 20 to this is going to be 17. We have 1785. I'm coming. 1785. Okay, we're looking for 1685 plus 150. That's 1835. Okay, let's go down to this place. The balcony is we're going to copy this, then we're going to put 1835. Okay, so we'll cut this because we don't need it. We'll cut this because we don't need this. Let's go back. What do we need? We already have this for the kitchen. Then you're gonna have 1.2 meter for this place. This 1.2 meter is okay. Okay, let's check something. 1.2 meter. Where are we? At the guess rate somewhere here. We're gonna cut all this because we don't need all these words. So you just cut. Them. So let's do here 1 meter. Okay, 1.2 meter. That's 1.2 plus 150. Don't forget. Okay, this is what we got here now. So it's not yet complete. Let's look for the width. The width of this is 1625. 1625. So what we're looking for right now, adding our block wall. Let's bring this down, copy this wall, then it's going to be 1775. Okay, so we don't need this, we don't need this. Okay, where are we now? We don't need this wall either. We'll bring this wall down. Let's check where are we missing that. Okay, we don't need this wall either. And this is going to be on a straight wall. So we don't need this too. We don't need this wall too. We don't need this. We don't need this wall. So we're going to delete this. Then we're going to drag this. Because this is a straight line. Then we're going to drag this. You just click the edge, then you move to connect. We're going to connect this to this. Then we'll connect this to this. Okay, then we'll take this down. This is the toilet. Okay, you can see we are good. This is the ground floor. This is the entrance. This is the bedroom. This is the parlor. This is the parlor. This is the entrance. The parlor being the main lodge. This is the lobby. This is the bedroom. This is the bedroom. This bedroom. This kitchen. This toilet 1. This bedroom. This toilet 2. This balcony. Let's check it out here. You can see it very well. We have it exactly where we want it. So we're just going to delete this angle because we're not putting anything here. So we're going to delete this angle. It's just going to be void. So let's save. You press Ctrl X. Okay, press Ctrl S. You save to desktop, anywhere you want to save it to. So let's just put it training. Let's save it to training. Press OK. Saving. Okay, so now let's check it out. You can see the ground floor is complete. What is left out? Let's see our 3D. Okay, slab. We need slab being the German floor. We need the slab here. So let's go back to our softwares. Let's rotate. You can see the elevation is coming out greatly. Okay, so let's go back to our ground floor. Then we'll click on design. You click on slab tool. You click on the slab icon. You click structure basic composition in order to edit here. The thickness of the slab is 150 millimeter. That's 6 inches maximum thickness. You come down to this wall being the modeling. Then the edge. This is the top being the tile layout. So you're just going to put ties. These ties 30 by 30 is okay. Then you come down to the edge. You can see the edge has to correspond with our bricks. So in this part, we're not going to click everything. So we're going to choose the same color you choose with the bricks. Then the bottom is not necessary because nobody's going there. So I'll just click OK. Then here, this offset to home story, I'll put the 1350. 1350. I'm going to put it. That's the height of the DPC. So I'll click OK. I'll come down to the spot. It's already set on geometric method. So I'll click this edge. I'll move my cursor. I'll click all the edges according to the design. I'll click all the edges. Oh, sorry, my bad. Take this back. I'll click on the slab again. It's there. Okay, so I'll click here. I'll come down here. I'll click here. Make sure you click in the edges and make sure it's on a straight wall. I'll click here. I'll click OK. Okay. If you want to be moving your cursor like this on your mouse, that center button that is rollable, that's where you can be able to be doing this. So you click to this edge, come down here, I'll click this edge, come down here, I'll click this edge, then I'll come down here, I'll click this edge. Okay, that's all. I press my escape to on command. So let's see what we got here. Okay, let's see on our 3D. You can see it very well. We now have our slab. And see, we now have our slab. So I'm gonna stop here. The next class is gonna be on the elevation. So don't forget, if there is anything you're not clear, just let me know. You save it, Ctrl X. Then the next one is gonna be on elevating this building.